Twitter. Yes. I'm just playing around with this on Twitter, man. I don't have the right mic stand with me. Can you hear me on Twitter? There's a couple people. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a bit blurry. I'm going to jump off here. I just wanted to see what it would look like. I don't have my right mic or camera stand either. Appreciate it. I'm going to jump to Instagram and YouTube, man. Appreciate it. It's really shaky. YouTube. Yes. What's going on, man? I wasn't going to come on Instagram. I may not stay on the whole time on Instagram. I'm trying to do this on YouTube more than on Instagram. Instagram makes me mad. I don't like to get mad on Sundays, man. Thoughts of abundance and prosperity. We got to start there. It's the whole reason Money Flow Church. To get back to the basics, the fundamentals of life. Like, the money flow's life, man. It's not just a trading strategy. It's not a trading scheme. What's up, Mike? It's a way of seeing life. Money flow. Before embarking on a journey to understand any trading strategy, any investing strategy, it's important to have a general understanding of why it would even work. How and why? Why do markets move? I mean, do you think it moves logically? That it's based on sound principles and it always makes rational decisions and sees the world as it should be seen, that there's no panic, no greed, that it's this perfect balancing machine of right and wrong, and if price is up, then it must be good, and if price is down, it must be bad. You believe that? Most people, if you ask them, will say, no, I don't believe that. Because most of the time, the herd is wrong, right? But when prices begin to move and they have to manage real money, and you have a stock portfolio or you have money at risk, all of a sudden it gets harder to hold to that conviction, especially if you don't live a life where you try to reconfirm your convictions, to go over it over and over and over and over. This is why when people who otherwise have been great savers and investors their entire life become older, now they get to sit home and just watch the news and they can see their money and they could actually do something. Well, they haven't been doing that for 30 years. They've been ignoring it and just going about their day and just using the power of compounding, just consistently investing. And that works. That works. That worked before you got here. Before your mom and dad had sex and nobody knew who you were. You know, that's when that happened, right? Your parents were getting busy. That's where you came from. People say, what's my mission in life? I don't know. Started with your parents. Right? That's where you came from. And then from that moment, when your little conception happened, they got to make decisions. What they invested in. And you know what it was, because 20 years later, were they prosperous? Did your parents prosper? Is it talked about at your house, your parents, your family? Now is it open for discussion? Like, where should we be allocating our time, our talent, our treasure? Where should we be placing our money to double our money, to consistently get positive returns on our money, our profits? The reward for our skill set. Dad, where do I put that? Dad doesn't know. Dad's as confused as you. He's still in the back seat of that car. He doesn't know. Your mom doesn't know. Does your mom know? Is your mom killing it in stock market? Mom's a big investor. Is she? Probably not. Who is? Who is it in your life? Hope it's somebody. Some people don't like to be reminded of that, man. Their responsibilities. Decisions you get to make in life. Why do markets move? Because people buy and sell. I get asked all the time, Gerald, why did this happen? I don't know. A bunch of people click sell at the same time, and the price went down. And that's all it takes. It doesn't even have to be true or real, and that's all it takes. Markets move based on fear and greed. And I began to think, is there a way that I could track that? Is there a way that I could remove my own emotions and look at something, and it would tell me if people were greedy or fearful? That I wouldn't have to think about it or read articles or try to interpret things or do math. 2 + 2 is 5. I didn't need to do that. I could just look at it. And whenever I looked at it, pretty much all the time, it would give me it would tell me. That's what the RSI is about. I tweeted this. I know most of you too lazy to follow me on Twitter. But if you did follow me on Twitter, I tweeted this today. It's the 2 greatest indicators. All right, this mother. You got to go. I have no idea what you're saying, and it's annoying me. Yeah, of course there's 45 likes and 146 people watching because they're too lazy to hit the like button. Unless you're watching it on a TV. The other day I was thinking, if you were watching this on a TV, how would you click the like button? I don't know. So maybe they're not lazy. Maybe there's just no way, because I don't know how to click the like button when I watch it on Roku, on my TV. So stop yelling at me, or I would click the like button. I don't know how to do that. So this indicator right here is called Relative Strength Index, and it comes from a long line of mathematicians sitting around studying the intricacies of price movement, irregardless of the reason. Price moved up, price moved down. And let's pull up gas, XLE. You can still do it on a TV, Jack says. I don't know how to do that. See? So in other words, he's saying you guys should have hit the like button anyway. So as price would move, what appeared to be erratic. This is oil, okay? What we're looking at here is the Dow Jones Industrial. Now what I want to show you is a way that you can just look at your phone and you can look at a person and go, market's too high. And everyone you say that to will look at you like deer in the headlights and go, what are you talking about? Because they don't have any money in the stock market. Almost nobody you meet has actual money in the stock market. Now, I should say over the age of 30. A lot of people below 30 now are playing with the stock market, have money in it. It used to be I would ask people to come work on they're a plumber. Say a plumber's at my house. Well, I don't let you in my presence and walk away from me, and I don't ask you Are you an investor? Do you trade? Do you own stocks? You ever bought Bitcoin? What do you think about oil? Like, I might ask you these things. And most people, too fucking stupid to have a conversation. See, I cursed in church. Number one. They cannot have an actual conversation. Now, they could debate with you about managing the budget, who should be president, and all these big things. But they can't intelligently talk to you about gasoline, the price of oil, bonds and interest rates, how to invest in REITs or hotels or real estate without actually owning the real estate. They don't know. Nobody at their house ever talked about it. So they don't know. They don't know about that. Their dad never sat them down and said, John, I need to talk to you about the difference between junk bonds and regular bonds, corporate bonds, right, and government bonds. There's short-term bonds and long-term bonds. Nobody did that. You went to school probably for 20 fucking years. Nope. Number two. Sorry. It's two. 20 years. No one ever had that conversation with. Maybe you did. If you did, you were blessed. You were blessed. You were blessed. We have a famous CPA in the house. And now there's 3 CPAs go. Is he talking about me? Why do markets move up and down? So we're in money flow service right now. And on Sundays, I like to talk about the basics. This green line right here is the 20-day simple moving average. I know some of you are busy. And they're like, hey, dude, hurry up, man. Get on with it. Show me how do I do this? How do I buy a stock? Hurry up. I don't want to know the philosophy behind it. I don't want to know how it took you 7 years to come to this. Teach me in like 10 fucking minutes. I know it took you 7 years to put it together. Took you about a year to write a book. And then you spent the next 2 years trying to show it and teach it and get it out. But can I get it really fast, Gerald? I need it faster. I know it took you a quarter of your life to put it all together, but could you give it to me as fast as fucking possible? Number 3. And does it work on options? That's all I want to know. That's what people want to know. Sorry. There are so many trading techniques now that it can be hard to choose. I spent an enormous amount of time testing different strategies and trading systems. I literally spent years poring over charts, reading market news, trying to figure it out. I'm reading from my new book, From Chaos to Cash. And then all of a sudden it came together. What I would later begin to call the money flow. What I'm going to share with you, I never found in a single book. It took years of accumulation of research and study. It's not complete. It's not complicated, and it's actually quite simple, and yet will take you years of your life to master, and most people can't. You will always discover, I can't even read my own handwriting. There's more than one way to apply the money flow to your stock market, investing, or trading. It's all about your time frame. Oh, this is good. Sometimes I got to go reread it myself. And so what I began to discover is that price moved in stages. And when I first came across this was a guy named Stan Weinstein. Stan Weinstein ran a newsletter in the 80s. Okay? In the 80s. And Stan picked stocks. But Stan would commentate on where's the overall market. And what Stan did is Stan used a weekly chart. Now, you don't know what that is. You got to get my course Getting Started with Stock Charts, man. You got to be able to switch among these time frames and know when it makes sense. Stop going to the weekly. Try to make sense of your bullshit on the daily. People do that. Well, it looks so bad on the daily. Let me go to the weekly. Maybe it'll look better. Shit. Don't change the time frame to make your stupidity look better. Okay? Or what you're in. You're in what you're in. Don't look for false hope. It is what it is. That's what the money flow is. Price is. This right here is in a stage 4 decline. Price is now headed down. And where's it likely to go? Where it was before. This is some of the basic tenets of the money flow. Where price has stopped before, it'll stop again. That's what we see here. That's called support. All right, so I just saved you about 8 stock books. Support and resistance is like a ceiling and a floor. Price will move up, stop, and start to go the other way. And then stop, and then start to go the other way, and then stop. And it'll do that. And it'll tend to get hung up where it was before. Not always. Not 100%. And it'd get hung up, and then it'd bounce. And then you'd get these zones where it would be doing it, and you'd get be like a floor. Bounce, bounce, bounce. See it? Bounce, bounce. What is that saying? Well, same the way that it does it on the way down, it does it on the way up. And I was beginning to discover that. And looking at it, going, let's see. And it would do it on the way up, and it would do it on the way down. Now, when price, this is on all charts, Bitcoin, Netflix, Amazon, when price would go under that green line, it would tend to keep going until it stopped where it stopped before. And that's what it would do. So this is the Dow Jones. I'd lose half my followers about right here. Right here, they'd be like, fuck the money flow, gang. Fuck this. Stock market goes down. Yeah, and that'd be normal. So this is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right? See it? Sideways up, sideways down. Now, people would think the market was broken. And I'd say, no. I wrote about this years ago in a book. And market moves through 4 stages. It goes sideways, it runs up, it goes sideways, and it comes down. And when it comes down, nothing's wrong. Nothing's broken. It doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It doesn't mean poor me, the market moving. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means it's going into a stage 4 decline. And it'll do that before it goes up again. How about that? And we could go find any chart. Now watch. This is what? This here, oil. We don't have anything on this chart, man. Nothing on here. But watch. We're going to start finding these zones where it stops where it's been before. Right? You start seeing them. Now, I jumped ahead. I just jumped like 20 books. So I saved you 20 books. Stop there. Stop. What? Stopped. 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 Stop. Now, you don't have to be too bright to start seeing this. Don't require a degree in engineering. You don't require 9 years of chart reading experience. You just have to look at your phone. That's it. And if you printed these off, a lot of guys who have a hard time with charts is because you don't spend no time with charts. You know why you can't build a deck? Because you don't build decks. You know why you're not buying a lot of real estate? Because you don't go put in offers on real estate. Let me let you in on something. When you put in the fucking offer, they might take it, and then you get real estate. I'm giving you the secret to life, man. You know how you get really good playing guitar? You strum the guitar a lot. And you know how you get really big? You lift weights a lot. And you could get down in the nuance of, well, what about your diet? Are you eating that? And that don't mean shit if you're not going and lifting every day. You can have a perfect diet, sit on the couch. You're not going to grow muscles, right? Same in trading. You want to get good at chart reading? Print some charts off and start drawing. And start seeing if you can see support and resistance. I don't need these indicators or moving. I don't need fucking this to tell me that's where it broke the 20-day moving average. I've looked at it 1,000,000 times. I look at 100 to 200 charts every single day, 5 days a week, day after day, week after week, with one purpose. What stage is this in? A 1, 2, 3, or 4? It's not to panic in a 4. It's to say, is this an opportunity for me? If it's PayPal, why is this happening? And I go read. And I go, well, that don't make sense. They're going to drop the value $30 billion over that? That's stupid. Now I can use my brain God gave me, right? And that's why we come. The money flow, because you're accepting that. So when you get my book, read my book, right? You no longer get to be stupid. You have to say, well, now I know. Because they showed you. There it is. Markets can go down. You've been notified. I've been notifying people for 2 years. Markets can go down. When they go down, good. Oh, maybe we're just playing from this side. Here, I'll move the camera. This is what Instagram plays right here. Just this side. This is all you guys get. Stage 1 and 2. You're not even allowed to have 3 anymore. We want 3s, right? Why would you want a 3? Because we need it to come down so that what? So we can buy it, man. Right? Right. My point to this is once you embrace this pullback, once you embrace the correction, once you get cool with that, that's called a stage 4 decline. Walmart's going to do it. Amazon's going to do it. I promise you, Tesla will sell off again and it'll go down. And they'll say mean things about it and there'll be ugly stories and they might miss earnings. It isn't going to the fucking moon forever. Okay? This is how it works. And then growth stocks will fall out of favor and they'll all go down. And they'll go down, 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 down. And what you do with them is up to you. You could cry about where you got in, or you could look to capitalize on where you're at with what you have, with what you can do. That's your only 2 choices in the market. You know, I don't know. People get weirded out when they get a position that moves. There's a lot of people wish they could go back and get their Tesla shares back. Oh, I sold it. I sold mine because I bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Happy I did that too, but I would like to be in the stock. You know how many people got out of Tesla when it was going this way, down? We could back it up, man. It hasn't always been going up. You know that, right? Let's see. Has it always gone up? Let's go to a weekly chart. Seems like it has forever, right? Shit, we got to go back even further. Oh, though, look at this. Let me show you something. All you guys in Zillow and Peloton, you're all panicked. Look, that's a 56% drop. Tesla went from $200 a share, oh shit, to like $50. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months straight down. And a lot of people sold their shares. I don't want to own these. They've dropped 60%. Why the fuck would I want to own these? You know how many times I've had this conversation with people? Why would I want to own that? It's going down. I'll get back in later. You didn't know. You did? You bought a whole bunch of it? No. So tell me, who would have made more? The guy that believed in Tesla, used 6 months to accumulate on stage 1s, or this guy over here, he's momentum trading it? There's a lot of momentum traders. Forbes list. None. None. Now, a lot of people in Tesla, though. $200 straight to $50. Everybody panicked. Remember CLSK? That's one I had people in. Most people got out. It went down. Look. That's brutal. That's brutal down, right? And then it went up. Wait, and then it came down. And now it's going up. That's what it does, man. That's what they do. Look at this pattern. So back to what I was saying. I would think, man, is there an indicator? Is there an indicator that can let me know I should not be buying? And that's where the RSI came from. Through lots of books and researching and seminars and classes, I went on and on and on. Researching. And what I would see is almost every time, not perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect. See, in percentages, you don't have to be perfect. When that would go extreme, what this told me was, one, if I was trading, if I am short-term trading, and I do short-term trading, but that's not the money. Money flow is not just short-term trading. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. When I would see this, it told me I need to be nervous. I need to be really, really, really nervous that the top is in. So the shorter the term trader I am, that would depend on what I should do, right? And so what I began to do, what I did through the money flow, is I began to say, okay, price it makes these little boxes. See this? You can start to see them, right? But sometimes it takes a minute. That's why you'll hear me say, it takes 4 candles, man. It takes 4 candles inside the money flow. So if I get this, and then I get this day, I'm like, all right, well, it's still going up. Where's the top? Right here. Next day, popcorn, watching the computer, it goes up. All right, where's the top? Right here. And so every one of these days, I'm looking. What am I looking? Well, I'm overbought, man. I'm looking for the top, man. But I'm not calling the top. Why? It ain't put in a box. It takes days. And then the next day, what happens? It goes up. Oh, shit. We got another top. And so we're just watching. We took some off like we were told, right? That's what this is. When you see that says downsize the trade. The risk is now that it goes against you, not for you. And what am I waiting for? The sideways. That's all I'm waiting for, man. If I'm swing trading, that's what I'm waiting for. There's my swing. Swing in, swing out, man. For me. But what does this tell me if I'm watching it? If I'm an investor? Well, shit, I don't want to buy stage 3. As an investor, I want to buy stage 1. Just as a general rule in life, I like to buy low and sell high. I'd like to get it as cheap as possible. I don't want to chase it. I want to get on the other side of it, man. That's me. Now, you might like chasing it. I don't know. I think I've only cursed 3 times. I think I've only cursed 3 times today. Yeah, Rachel, get the book. What's wrong with you? So as we watch this, and price began moving sideways. Sorry, I got to apologize to Instagram. I don't have the right setup today. I broke my thing. I broke my thingy. And I got to get a new one. And so I'm using an old one. And that's just the way it is. So as I'm watching this, as this gets extreme, this is how price moves. I already know this. It's already in my head. Sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways, up, sideways. That's the move that I'm expecting. Now, what I don't know inside the money flow, what I don't know, and what I'm not trying to predict, and I have no idea, I don't know how long it goes up a stage 2. But I know what it looks like. Guess what it looks like? Price is on this side of the green line. So if we're looking at this, let's clean this up. No, we don't want to save it, man. Matter of fact, let's get out of that. Let's bring up the DIA. Fuck that one. What are we looking for? Price is on this side of the green line. So, look, as price is over here, what is that telling you? That's an uptrend. When's that uptrend in trouble? When our side goes extreme. Now we're in trouble. And where was the high? Right there. In this situation, it worked perfect. It doesn't do that every time. Doesn't work perfect every time. But in this situation, it did. It works it enough in that situation that I use it very religiously. It's one of my favorite possessions in life. The RSI. You guys get it free. Probably don't even know what it is. No respect for it. Don't know the creator. Don't know the years of work and effort they went through to create this and the math formulas and the back testing and all the time. It's like, just give it to me now so I can do it in 10 fucking minutes, Gerald. I don't want to practice or spend time at it. Just give it to me What stock? What should I buy? Where do I sell it? That's all I want to know. That's half my fucking day with that. Those stupid questions right there. Stupid fucking questions. That's 5. That's 6 curse words now. Stupid questions. The stupidest questions I get asked. It's always the same stupid question. It's always same stupid question, man. No, you know what? No one ever asks, hey, what are you reading right now, dude? Nobody ever asks that. What do you think of fucking Sheba? That's what the big question is. So I've written books, traded for 20 years, do all this stuff. And when you get time to talk to me, your big question is, what do you think of Doge? Not how'd you figure out the money flow? Best target, how do I scale out of this trade? How do I manage a portfolio of like 35 stocks that are in different sectors? Like how do I do that? What are the position sizes? Like how should I position my portfolio with life too? So if I own real estate, how should I position that? I had a guy the other day, every day on Twitter at 10 a.m. I've been doing these talks. They're live, man. They're called spaces. And I know most of you guys are working, I get it, but I like to practice. Repetition is the mother of skill. So if you want to talk a lot, be on radio, podcasts and do shit, you have to practice. What am I going to practice with myself? So I invite people to listen. So we've had about 140, 150 people there every day. And I do my little prosperity sermon. I'm a preacher of prosperity. Right? With a little bit of disappointment, man. Because I know that everyone listening to me right now have everything you need to be a great trader and a great stock investor. The only thing fucking you up is you. That's it. Nobody else stopping you. You. You have everything you need. You got the same power and the same, everything was planted in Steve Jobs or Donald Trump or me. Same thing. We can interact with the same universe. Stocks are all around you. Winning stocks are in your house right now. Bitcoin's been in your mind every day. I tell people every day, buy Bitcoin. Right? There's people making a lot of money. They're going to make a lot more. And there's people on here that still don't own it. And when it goes to $1 million, their grandkids are going to be like, why didn't you buy it? I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't notice it. You mean you didn't notice it? They didn't talk about it? No, they talked about it all the time. I just didn't do it. Really? You mean like your grandfather? He didn't buy Coca-Cola. He drank the shit every day. He didn't buy shares? Was it fucking a mysterious situation? He didn't know? Your granddad didn't know you could buy shares in Coca-Cola? It was right there in front of you. But it was a secret, Gerald. Nobody told me. Really? Because it was in the newspaper every day. When you open up the paper, little numbers. And it's delivered to people every day. You run down to the store and you buy Campbell's soup. Never cursed anybody. I could own the whole fucking company. You could just buy you could just buy Campbell's soup. And they give you a dividend. Exxon, MO, Budweiser, Hershey's, all the shit you consume. And people are like, well, what stock should I buy? I don't know. What do you eat? Drive. Stock picking is not your problem. You are your problem. Stock picking is not your problem. God's been giving you stocks since you were fucking born. They are like, hey, stick that Procter & Gamble's in his mouth and maybe he'll shut up, stop crying. And they did that. And then you pooped all over yourself and they go in the bathroom and they get some Kimberly-Clark napkin and they wipe you. They've been putting stocks on you since the day you were born. So if you don't know what stock to buy, you're just not in tune with God. Period. And the pause is on purpose. So we're going to stop blaming shit on other people. Pillar number 10, take full responsibility for where you're at right now. The decisions you made, the men you had sex with, the women you had sex with, the babies you had, jobs you quit, times you were actually scared, didn't want to tell them, made up some bullshit. That's you. You did that. Which means you have power now. How you trade tomorrow, you have power. So you could go this week and not make mistakes. Like, I'm going to be a good trader this week if I can stick it to the rules. What rules? You know, the ones you're supposed to have wrote down. What makes you enter a stock? Well, I'll tell you what makes me enter stocks. This. So if you trade with me, it's the same every fucking day. Never changes. Never changes. This is it. And if it isn't this, then I don't do it. So if I was looking at this and it's here, and you say, what do you think about it? I don't think shit about it. It's too far past the buy zone. So I don't care. See how that worked? Don't care. So if I'm not tracking it, right? And so let's say I see us that, well, I kind of like this. Good. Let's follow it. What are we waiting for? Another stage one. So we start drawing it. Well, where's it stopped before? Like the easy ones. Let's find the easy ones. We can start drawing these out. Well, it stopped here and here, right here. And we'll count that one. And we're coming into that. So if I want to trade this stock, CSK, now I can go read up on it. And I go get my money flow journal and I start writing this in. What is one of our fundamental beliefs? That stocks go up 71% of the time. If you don't believe this, you can't do the money flow. You're out. You're doing something else. And I'm good for you. Go do it. Don't fucking tell me about it because I don't care. That's where I'm at. This is what I trade. This is what I do. Every day, exactly the same. There are people that actually bothers. I get people all the time that actually bothers them. Yeah, we're going to remove everybody that speaks a language that I don't understand. I'm just going to knock you right out of here, okay? Don't take it personal. I just don't know what you're saying, which means I don't like it. Stock market goes up 71% of the time. The problem is it's not a straight line. Price can only do one of three things: move up, move down, move sideways. And that's what it does. I believe price does this in 4 stages. By identifying the 4 stages, we can better allocate our buys to take advantage of sell-off, stage 4 declines, to maximize our price increase to take profits in stage 3. Meaning when I get a big swoosh down, I could build up DraftKings. Now up here, if I catch it just right, I could downsize it, avoid some of this down move, right? I could put on a put, a lot of things you could do, whatever your sophistication level is. Shit, sometimes I don't do anything. Bring it down. Good. I'd like to buy more. My interest isn't in making $20 this week. I'm trying to make 20,000, 40,000, 50,000. That's position trading, man. That's different. That's not short-term momentum trading. It's not a knock on either, but that's what I like to do. I like to take bigger ones. And I'm busy. So while I'm building a deck or working on real estate or writing or whatever, or I'm talking to myself on Twitter at 10 a.m., Monday through Friday, spaces, babbling, doing terrible sometimes. Shit, sometimes I get off and I'm like, that was terrible. And then sometimes I get off and it's like, whoo, where do I get that book? Give me that book. That's called practicing. Sometimes quarterback shows up, does terrible. Some of you guys need to be talking. My friend Michael's on here. He does a lot of talking. It's not easy talking in front of people a lot. Even over radio or video or podcasting, it can be tough. The money flow trading system is a trend following strategy that helps you capture the uptrends and avoid or downsize share size or capitalize by shorting down moves depending on your goals. This strategy is based upon the belief that price moves in 4 stages, and 71% of the time the S&P 500 is in a stage 2 breakout markup phase. What's up, Steve? Glad to see you came to church, sir. Wish is killing you. No, it ain't, bro. It's only killing you because you ain't got any conviction. It's like a girlfriend that kissed your best friend. Now you don't trust her. Now you don't trust her. Wish is killing you because she kissed somebody else. Because if Wish was Tesla, when Tesla went from 200 to 50 and now it's 1,300, nobody's saying, oh, Tesla was killing me. Tesla was killing me. All those people that bought Tesla at 200 and it fell to 50 and now it's what, 1,300? No, Tesla was killing. Was it? Was it killing you? Or was it giving you, did God come in? I know you keep asking for money. Here, let me keep giving you ideas. Let me keep showing you shit. But no, you can't look at it because it's fucking killing you because you judge it based on where you bought it. Today, last week, this fucking month. You're in such a small time frame. That's why. That's what happens. That's what happens, man. I could give you 100 stocks like that. 100. That if you look back, were killing you. But they weren't. They were giving you an opportunity. You just ain't got no conviction. You don't know shit about Wish. You don't know who the CEO is. You don't know what the fucking revenues are. You don't know anything about it. Most of you guys own Wish. If I asked you 3 questions, couldn't answer 1. You don't know anything about it. It's an app. That's what people know. Anybody freaked out by DraftKings? I'm not freaked out. They make fucking billions. You're being given a opportunity here. I'm actually going to stop talking to people, if I could type, who don't see some of these as opportunities. Like I'm literally just going to stop talking to you. Like you'll go, hey, what do you think, block? I can't talk to you anymore. Look at this. You don't think this is a little bit of an overreaction? It's a little bit of, this is a 50% decline in a growth stock that's doing pretty good. They're making legit money, man. Look at this. If you're not in this stock, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of the opportunity you have. But if you bought it here, it's killing you. If it goes to 220, is it killing you? Or was it an opportunity? Is it killing you or is it giving you an opportunity? Depends on your time frame, right? So when Tesla falls from 200 to 50, that was terrible. And then it went to 1,300. And then all of a sudden 50 looks pretty fucking good, right? So Bitcoin looks pretty good at 29,000. But it didn't look too good when the guy bought it for 50 and it fell to 29,000. Then it was killing him. He had to sell it. And so instead of it being in tune with God and all of a sudden receiving things that are being gifted to you, here's a gift, son. Do you see it? Can you optimize? Can you seize it? Or are you blinded? Are you blinded? Fear and greed. Fear and greed. Let's start with the basic fundamental belief from the money flow trading system that stocks go up 71% of the time. Now, we covered that, right? And we said that it's not complicated. It's actually quite simple, and yet can take us a lifetime to become good at trading, investing, managing our money. Stewardship is what it is, man. You're a steward. See, when you become a father, you're required to be a good steward now. You got to manage your home. You got to manage your time. You got to spend time with the kids. Make sure the wife, like all this shit gets dumped on you. And some people are not ready for it, right? And so they're not very good dads, man. Not very good moms. They couldn't handle it. It's too much. Too much what? Responsibility, right? Well, guess what trading is? It's a whole lot of responsibility. It's all on you, man. It's all on you. You click buy. Nobody else is there with you. But you got everything you need. You got all the tools. You can look at this as clear as I can and go, okay, that's stage 3. This is the Dow Jones. Like that went, and I remember, and like, okay, let me see. Well, I'll pull it up later. If you go look at the newsletter, I'm talking about the indexes are they're in extreme territory. Why? Because their prices are hitting extreme levels, man. Does that mean they're going to stop going up? No. But it does mean they're getting extreme. And if you go back and look, this is when it starts slowing down. It doesn't have to, but it's got to stop for a minute. It ain't going to keep going up. That's what that's telling you. So if you're in this, depending on your time frame, depending on your goals, what's your goal? Are you swing trading? You better start downsizing that trade. Are you trying to accumulate? I wouldn't buy here. Are you crazy? You don't buy a 74 RSI. So what does that tell me? Depends on what I'm trying to accomplish, right? DraftKings sold off. 1, Federal Reserve's raising interest rates, and 2, Penn having all their drama. Look at Penn. And they're in the same sector, right? So I think these are opportunities. Penn, DraftKings. Yeah, I would wait to buy DraftKings. It's too soon yet, man. GP, are you buying index? Oh, IDEX. No. I'm not buying any IDEX right now. You could. But at some point, you got to have enough, right? At what point do you have enough, man? And, another thing, let's say you're holding a portfolio of stocks. Yeah, it's sympathy pain. Of course it is, man. Whenever like one stock in one sector gets hit, that's very common for them to follow suit. When Bitcoin goes down, guess what? If Bitcoin goes down, the rest of the cryptos can go down. That doesn't mean there's not one here and there that buck the trend, but the overall win, the pressure is to the downside, man. Right? And that's what we're seeing here. Now, in my new book, I talk a lot about the 200-day moving average is really important. And I said at the beginning, there's a lot of ways to use the money flow. While the money flow is a philosophy of life, and while it is a chart pattern, and this is the chart pattern, and while it is fractal, it's fractal. It's a never-ending pattern, right? It's fractal. It works on any time frame. And this is a chart of the Dow. And what? We see it happening. We had a stage 2 breakout. Price is above the simple 20-day moving average. How many market days are there in a month? There's 5 days a week, 4 weeks, 20-day moving average. So this very quickly allows you to look at it and visually see the number one indicator, which is price. Is price above it or price below it? The moment it's below it, that tells you what? The pressure has changed to the downside. We didn't even get into the box. We're drawing the box and then stage 2. But I'm just saying, it's something as simple as that belief that what? As we see it, look, you can see the 5-day crossing, 10-day crossing, 20. Everything is pointing down and price is moving down. And we know what? It'll keep going down. It's going down. It's now in a downtrend and goes to where? Well, where it was before. Where did it stop before? Right around here. What are we going to do? Right around in here. And these are just zones. So price be no big deal, right? Pullbacks into here. This will pull back. You're going to see the histogram pull down. Then what? These things are going to start to tick. And it's going to look like what? Like the pattern. Price moving sideways, running up, moving sideways, pulling back. How far down? We don't know. I don't know. I just keep assuming it's going to go to where it was before. And as soon as it gets there, if it holds, great. If it breaks, then I assume it's going to the next one. And I just keep making that assumption, watching price go through 4 stages. Now, how you interact with it inside of that, it's based on the plan that you've come up with. Are you a short-term trader? What does that mean? Are you a swing trader? You like your buddy's wife too? You swing? I don't know. How far is that for you? I don't know how far you go. How far is it a swing? For some people, that's 3 to 5 days. For me, it's a completed move. Stage 1 into 2 into 3. I don't know what kind of swinger you are, right? But I'm kind of most of my trades are position trades. So I'm taking positions in stocks that I think are undervalued. They're worth more. They're worth way more. And what I'm expecting, and this one's a horrible example. These auto stocks have just done awful. Get them out of here. Now look at this. God damn. So that day that I'm in the casino playing cards and God descends on me, and you say, well, that's crazy. I don't know what to call it then. I'm sitting there playing blackjack and the money flow comes to me clear as day. And every course I've had and every book I've read and every trade I've done and everyone I've talked to, it just hit me. And I could see it clear as day. And I was like, Stan Weinstein had been talking about the 4 stages of price movement. He's using a weekly chart with a 30-week moving average. And I was like, dude, no, man. And I saw the 20. Like I could see it in my mind's eye as I'm playing cards. And I could see it. And this pattern that I, was trying to understand on other time frames began to emerge, man. Right? And I began to see it. And it became clear as day. But now I'd put in a lot of years trading, been through a lot of books and courses, and I began to see it. And as we're going around playing this card game, and the cards are flowing, I'm like, money flow. The money's flowing around the table. And you can't win if you're not on the table. And I'm thinking this stuff, and I'm watching it. I'm thinking all the books that I've read, Dr. Alexander, Trading for a Living, and Dr. Alexander used a 13-day moving average. And I knew it was wrong. It's wrong. 13 be between this and this, be about right here. Now, in theory, it worked. The concept is work. And then one of the things that Dr. Elder did is he used the histogram. And if you notice on my MACD, I don't have the crossover. I'm looking at the histogram. And all he gave me and what I began to understand was the histogram on the opposite ends was what was important, not the crossover. The crossover's right here. That don't mean shit. I already know that. I can see it by following the 4 stages. There's the breakout, right? There's the breakdown. Like I can see that. I don't need the histogram for that. What the histogram did was it became a momentum indicator. It would tell me when the sell-off was ending. Because the momentum, look, every little bar shows the momentum is going down, 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 and then it's not. And when it's not, and I look up here, and the RSI is on extreme, I got 2. I got two points. So the money flow needs 6. I don't need 6, but I like 6. I need at least 3. I need 3. I need it to stop at least where it stopped before. Has it ever stopped here before? Yeah, a few times. Right? Was it in a stage 3? Oh, yeah. So this would be a legit 4. Yep. Has it gone too far? Not yet. Has the histogram rolled over? Not yet. I'm stalking it. We're still in the Christmas trade, guys. Christmas trade's not over. What do we say in the opening of the money flow? The money flow trading system is fractal. A fractal is a never-ending pattern. Fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over in an ongoing feedback loop driven by recursion. Do you know what that means? Did your dad ever sit you down and say, son, let me tell you about Bitcoin and recursion? Driven by recursion, fractals are images of dynamic systems, the pictures of chaos. Geometrically, they exist in between our familiar dimensions. Fractals are patterns that are extremely familiar. Since nature is full of fractals, you always know when your girl's mad at you. You always know when your man's pissed. Why? He's a pattern little bastard. She does the same pattern every time, looks the same way, moves her nose, carries herself, acts exactly the same. Creature of habit. I know she's mad. I could tell the moment I walked in the room. What is that? That's a fractal pattern, man. And you say, well, shit, I might have done something, and you remember what it is. That's the RSI. It's just confirming it. Now you know. You can see the facial pattern. You see the pattern. That's all this is, man. That's all this is. So when you walk outside, the chart's no more complicated than this. You walk outside and you're like, oh, shit. And the sky is black. And you're like, oh, goddamn. You don't need to be a weatherman. You don't need to have a degree in whatever they call that. You don't need to go check channel 25. It looks like it's going to rain. That's a pattern. Now, sometimes it looks like it's going to rain and it doesn't rain. They're not foolproof. Even when it looks like it's going to rain, it don't rain. Same here. So when these patterns set up, they're not foolproof, but every top looks the same. Look at this one. It looks exactly like this one. I mean, look, get down in the weeds. Print this shit off and look at it. Look at that. Look. The 5 and 10, see how they come together? And you can see the box. Look how clear it is. You see it? And then look, you'll see it right here. It looks exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. Does that mean 100% confirmation going down? No. But that's what they all look like. Right? Where's it going to go? Where it was before. It's pretty close. But it's not extreme. I come down to the histogram. Is the momentum still down or is it ticked up? Still down. It's too soon. I want to be perfect. I want to be perfect. I want to show up at just the right time. Knock on the door. Hey, we're here for our date. Our little swing trade. It's that time. I know I was waiting out front and I was waiting on this little tick. See that tick? I was waiting on the histogram. Baby, I was waiting on the histogram to tick. And then it did. And I looked. Is there a box? Yeah, there's a box. All right. Does price move above the 5-day moving average? I need that to happen. Why? That's my confirmation. Now, I could jump it. I've been known to jump early. But really what I need to see is price goes above that 5-day moving average right there. And it looks the same every time. Right? Looks the same. If we come over here, it looks the same, man. We get our box and we need price right there. We need it to come above the 5-day moving average. So what do you think I need over here? I need a box. I can't call this a box. I see a bunch of red candles and one black. I need a little more. And so I watch. And I sit outside her house. And I watch and I wait. And I'm waiting for that tick. Right there. That's where I can start to nibble. I get the bite. I don't know it's not going to go down. I don't know. So if I'm super short-term trading, I got to put a stop there. I can't get mad when it gets hit because I put the order in. Sometimes I see traders get mad at themselves and my stop got hit and they're crying. I'm like, well, what the fuck do you think was going to happen when you put it in? If you put a stop in, they're going to hit it. Not every time, but my saying, damn, if you put an order in, don't be surprised if they fill the order. You're the one that put it in. In other words, the stop is there to protect you, is it not? It did its job. You're the one that told it to. So many arrows. You gotta open your mind, son. So this is too soon. This is still a stage 4. Too soon yet. Let this develop. And then where would our target be? Previous high. previous high. Oh, I'm happy to report we have 555 people tuning into the money flow service. May God bless all of you. If you don't know it, I do a little thing at 10 o'clock Central Time on Twitter Spaces. I'm just talking from my free ebook. You don't have to die broke. It's free, by the way. You just click the link, get it. There's no cost. I won't ask you if you read it. Your bank account will let me know. I won't ask you if you read the book. Your bank account will let me know. So, that's how we know. And earlier I was reading from my new little book that I've been working on called Chaos to Cash. A stock can only do one of three things: go up in price, go down in price, or consolidate and move sideways. So, by definition, what does it mean that price went down? Yeah, it's in the bio. Yes, ma'am. That if price is below the green line, the 10-day, the 5-day, now we haven't talked about this, but I'm just jumping it in. When these are numerically aligned, if you have my course Getting Started with Stock Charts, I go into great detail. That's not what we're doing on Sunday services, to restore your hope and belief in the stock market, and that in your ability that you have everything you need inside of you to be successful. I'm just trying to teach the basics on Sunday, to share my religion of the money flow. It's just the basics, man. We got Monday through Friday to get down into the particulars and into the weeds. Two most important parts of the money flow, in my opinion, as far as indicators, are the RSI indicator. This thing measures the relative velocity of price, meaning how fast is price moving. So if price just moves along, let me show you an example. This is a very good example. So all the kids in the back, pay attention to this. This is back when the teacher says this is a test subject. All right. So all you kids that were too cool to sit in the front, this is where you listen up. You see this right here? This is barely fucking moved. That's number 8. That's the 8th time I've cursed in church today. As price moves up, it's doing it very slow. Look, it's very slow. Because of that, look, it doesn't go extreme. Now watch what happens. When price rips fast, what happens? That shit, it goes extreme. Why? You're not supposed to do that. Look, when it rips, look, goes extreme. As a money flow trader, I'm looking left. Has it ever stopped here before? So I look left. Yes. Draw the line. Not complicated. Bring it down a little bit. And if there's two real close, pick the middle. And you say, what do you mean? This one and this one. These are real. This is close in hand grenades. Okay. We're using hand grenades. We're not day trading. This is 50 cents, $1, whatever. It's right around in there. Okay. If I look left and it starts to do that and the RSI goes green, I fully anticipate stage 3. Now, I'm not getting out. I'm downsizing. The swing is over. Your buddy says, hey, give my wife back. No more swinging. We're done. It's over. You bought in. You bought the breakout. You rode it to 3. That's it. The swing is done. You've completed. That's it. And that's it right there. So if you're a swing trader, that's it. That's the whole game. You get in. You add to your trade because it's going in your direction. You want to add to what was working. And then you want to get out. That's it. You don't want to hold shit on the way down. If you're a position trader, the game changes a little bit. The rules change. The time frame changes. What did I say in the beginning? The money flow is fractal. 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. It's all the same game. But my time frame is the daily. This is where I'm doing all my dirt. I don't need to look at the weekly. I mean, time to time I might jump over there, man. Money flow service. I really appreciate you guys. I really don't plan money flow services or even trainings during the week. Obviously evident, by the way, my rambling. I really do try to let them flow, and I try to teach the basics of the money flow each time a little different, a little bit different emphasis. Sometimes angrily, sometimes super happy, sometimes sarcastically, sometimes just a dick. Sometimes I do it in a but that I try to change it up. Why? Because you can catch different people. I have some people who love rants, and I have other people who are like, dude, you curse way too much. Seriously, stop. And I have other people, the only reason they listen to me is because I did that. The only reason they read my free ebook is because I did that. And so what are we doing? We're trying to reach all people, different ways. Right? Always. Happy Thanksgiving. I get people all the time, Gerald, why are you always playing rap music? Because I like rap music. God damn. Is there a cutoff on the age limit on that? I mean, Ice Cube still raps. I used to listen to him. God damn. Is there an age cutoff? I didn't know that. Apparently there's an age where you're like, well, you can't listen to Slayer anymore. You have to stop now. It's weird if you're like a multi-millionaire and you like Slayer. That's weird. I don't think it's weird. I love Slayer. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars going to concerts like that, buying front row. All the shit I used to like as a kid. Now I got money. They're like, Metallica tickets up front are $2,000. Cool, I'll take 2. That's what money does, man. That's what the money flow's about. That's what the money flow's about. So when I got on the money flow, like I'm showing you at 30, and I just stay with it. I just keep buying, investing, focusing on that. What stage are we in? Adding to my real estate, buying my dividend stocks, adding my thing, practice my trading. Just keep at it day after day. And then you're like, fuck it, let me have the front row or I don't want to go. Let me do the valet parking or I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that, man. It takes a minute. And so the longer you put that off, the more base you have and the more you get to work with and the bigger you can make it happen. Does that make sense? You got to get that bag big, man. The bigger your bag. Wait, Chris Johnson, it's not that he's a better trader than you guys. He's a great trader. Shit, he read my book. That makes him great right there. The difference is he's putting down big money. $200,000 trade. $100,000 trade. Well, hell yeah. Let me let you in on a secret. You put $100,000 in Bitcoin, you ain't got to make a lot of money. That's been true for 13 consecutive years, man. For 13 consecutive years, Bitcoin's gone up. What if it does it for 30? And you watched it for the last 16 years. It is your birthright to be rich. Clarity, I like all of them. You know that. I'm greedy, bro. I like stocks. I like crypto. I like dividends. And I like DeFi apps. I like all of that shit. And I own all of that stuff. That's the thing. I don't get out of one thing and move everything into another. Hey, Professor, I just had one of your fake accounts start following me. They're so weird. Mohammed, yeah, I just had one of these dudes. How weird. He says, DraftKings looks like it's turning, hopefully, right? Please say yes, Gerald. Please say that DraftKings is going to go up soon. Please say that. For my man, I picked on you about Wish. I didn't mean that, bro. I was trying to help you. This is a no-go, buy, no. So I have not started buying DraftKings. If you're with me, I'm in this with you. I'm in this pain right here with you. What makes this better, guys, is that a lot of the gambling stocks are doing the same thing. We can't buy this yet. There's no box. It's not above the 5-day. The only thing you have is if you're stalking her and you're waiting outside. Look, it's flat. Maybe we get a click over. I'm waiting too, brother. It's coming soon. Every day I assume it's the bottom and draw my line. Next day down. So maybe Monday we start. Yeah, there's a lot of good stocks that are really cheap. I so feel like they're so cheap, man. Zoom. Oof. A lot of these are beat up. That blue indicator indicates you need to buy my book because based on the question, you don't know, which means you should buy it and you would already know because you would have read it. So if you would have bought it last week, I would have sent it to your house and then you would have read it and then you would have never asked that question because you would have already known. That's the MACD histogram. This is a momentum indicator. All I'm really looking for on this is the extremes, not all the little bitty dots. Once it's going this way, I don't really think much about it. I'm looking for the extremes on either end. Get it? The extremes. And it's not a perfect thing. And this is a chart where these ones are the ones that can kind of confuse you a little. But what do? We go back to the basics. What? Price is below the 20. Right? That's not bullish. That's bearish. Has it ever been here before? Yeah, it stopped here before. Was it likely to do? It's probably going to stop there again. If this breaks, that's bad. We don't know how far that's going down. We could back the chart up and see. This is a time where I would either back it. I can't take it back normal, otherwise it comes off the screen. But let's just take it to a weekly. Has it ever been here before? And yes, look at that. See? So it'd be really important this level holds. If it breaks, where's the next one? Dude, the next one is way down. So that is not good. I can't imagine that it goes that low, but it's possible. You're in the middle of Stan Weinstein's book. Pretty cool, man. Headed to Vegas. That should help with the gambling stocks, huh? Dennis from Long Beach, you still haven't joined the Money Flow gang, though. There's basically 4 types of trading. Day trading, momentum, and momentum is basically the same. A lot of my friends are day traders. Number 2 is swing trading. That's where you're trying to catch these little swings. For me, swing trading could last 2 weeks, 2 months. It just as long as it keeps going up, I'm going to stay with it. And I've told you what I consider a swing trade is what starts out as a stage 1, breaks out and runs. Now, if you're using a 1-hour chart, a 4-hour chart, that's obviously going to look a lot different, right? Your swings are going to be ending during the day. The next is the one that I mostly do, which is position trading, where I'm riding the ups and downs. I may weight it. I may lower the sizing. I may hedge. I may do some things, but I typically keep my weighting of stocks. And I hopefully own some shit going up when stocks are going down, such as recently we've been long Gush. Oil stocks were going up while some of these growth names were going down. Long bonds right now. Bonds have been going up. So hopefully if the market rolls over, these bonds are going to keep going higher, right? Got a little breakout going in bonds, so we're long these. So the idea is, if you have different stocks in different sectors, if you're a position trader, you really need to do this. You can't position trade. Well, you can. It's not ideal to position trade a single sector. Like, well, I'm going to just position trade tech. Well, fuck, just buy the QQQ then, or the TQ, right? Means you're going to have some oil. You're going to have some, this and that, man. Speaking of TQ. Man, it's been going high. I've been downsizing these as it climbs higher and higher. It can't keep going forever on this side of the green line, all right? It's going to eventually turn. So I want to sell into that strength. I don't want to get out. I want to let it keep going. But as it goes higher and higher in this extreme, I'm going to take down the trade. What professor said, you know what will be a good lesson? Swing Trading 101 on my 9 p.m. show. Are you going live? Are you live on Sundays too? Man, I can't keep up with you, bro. Now, Clary, the meta trade, Engine Coin. I'd be remiss if I didn't look at crypto before I get off here. Let's look at something. Engine Coin was on my podcast. I begged everyone. I begged you. Please buy this. So just to prove that I'm not lying. See, sometimes on my podcast, I do these public announcements where I just beg you to do something because I think it's so that important. Let me see if I can pull this up. So if you go back here in the newsletter, I had a kid today. How come you don't update it every day? Go fuck yourself. Let's see. If we pull this up, and I know these aren't the best. Where is it at? Oh, engine trade update. Where did we first start talking about? Stage 2 breakout underway. October 2nd, 5 minutes long of me begging you. Please, please, buy Engine Coin, please. What day was that? August 5th. I think we were already underway. Please buy this. I know. Everybody's busy. You're like, dude, I can't come to that podcast. My girlfriend wants me to hold her hand on the couch during that time. So I just sit with her and I hold her hand. And we just look at each other, giggle. That's what we do, Gerald. No way I could make that podcast. As you hold your girl's hands and you guys look at each other in the face and giggle. And you think, wow, I could have made 100 fucking percent. But instead, I'm sitting here holding my hands, giggling with you. So, I really do try to give these out. And I don't just willy-nilly go, buy Engine Coin, buy Shiba. I don't do that. It's because I sat and I read the white paper and I go through it and I put about 10, 20 hours looking, understanding it, go to the platform, see if I can fuck with it, see what's up with this. Is there anybody actually using this shit? And then I go look and I look around and fucking poke with it and I buy some and then I look at and I just fuck with it, man. So when I started buying Roku, I bought a Roku stick and I stuck it in my TV and I'm like, how's this shit work? Right? Like, that's what I'm doing, man. Like, this is real. Like, I'm not making it up, man. So when I come on, I do an entire podcast. I was so convinced this was going up, but here's what I can't do. I can't go and tell someone, listen, I believe with all of my heart, this is going up 100%, because what if it doesn't? And so I have to drop little hints. I can't. All I can do is just record it. That's it. All I can do is tweet it. You know, all I can do is go on my text service and send it out to the Money Flow gang and say, hey guys, this is a stage 1. It's breaking out. I really like this. I'm going to buy some. Giving you a heads up. I'm going to let you know first. Here, go get it. And then we go up 100%. Now, they don't all do that, right? But a lot of these have. This one was obvious, okay? This one was really, really obvious. So I just put on 2 more obvious ones. And if you don't know what they are, don't ask me. Because I already put it out. I already texted. I already came to your house, banged on the door. I put it in the Discord. Like, I don't know what everybody else is talking about. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know the stocks that other people post. I know what I post, okay? They're researched, thought out, like them. You know, I don't just willy-nilly put shit out. So if I'm going to take time to do an entire podcast, you ever hear me do a podcast about a stock? Never. Go look. There's not one. Look, nothing. Keeps going and going and going. There's not one. Not one that has a stock in it. Not one fucking video. I've done thousands and thousands of videos. Not one where I'm like, you have to buy this. But there wasn't that one. I don't know if you caught on to that little, so if you had eyes to hear, ears to see, the subliminal messages. Man, God brings you money, man. Like he does. You got to see the money flow, man. It's all around you. It's everywhere. Money flow is all around us. In the stocks and the coins. It isn't some magical shit like, it's triple Boo coin. It's Boo coin is not what makes you rich. It's that you have discipline and you save money and you're below your means and you put money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, you start building out a portfolio, you start learning about the sector. That's what gets you rich, not EBBBB coin. That's not that. You can play that game, but that's not what's going to get you rich. It's going to be discipline. It's going to be that you built this portfolio of different assets in different sectors and you controlled your money and you didn't let your life get so out of fucking control that your girlfriend or your mother or your boyfriend or your whatever could somehow get you to fuck it up and pull money out and ruin everything that you've been working on because some drama in their life. Right? You got to get past that, dude. Talking to a kid yesterday. Well, my girlfriend, are you out of your fucking mind? You emptied your trading account for your girlfriend? Could you be committed at all to this? Fuck, that's not even a possibility, dude. If my mother called, no. Look how I just took control of that. No. Now I have control. Pillar number 10, take full responsibility. Right? I mean, who are you going to quit for? Make a list. Write it down right now. Well, if this person calls me, I'll quit. And if this happens, well, then I'll quit then. Make a list. Get it out in the open, man. Write down what the fuck's going to make you quit. So we can avoid that this week. Who's going to make you quit this week? Who's going to take, well, my boss, you don't understand what is, I'm so busy. I get that one all the time. Really? Because I haven't taken a day off in like 6 years. Are you fucking busy? Are you too busy? Is it busy at your place? Really? You can't trade one thing? So when you're going to the bathroom in the morning, you can't look at one index fund and make the move? You only got to trade it like twice a month. That's it. Twice a month. Like click, buy, sell. That's it, dude. You're that busy? You're really that busy? You're too busy to buy Bitcoin. You really don't. You can't. It's so busy. And my uncle and my brother, and then it's fucking Thanksgiving, G. We got Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, I'm going to buy a property. Really? Maybe it's too cold for you. Maybe the leaves are falling right now and, everybody's taking off and we're going to go visit the family here. And then when we get back, though, in January, you know what? In January, I'm going to get that duplex. Yep, that's it. In January, I'm going to get on this shit in January. Well, it really is cold in January. Well, we'll do that after New Year's. Wait, let's let the week get going and everybody gets caught up. And then, I don't want to bug my realtor on Christmas Eve. Really? Because I call mine on fucking Christmas Eve if I'm looking for a property. I don't take off because it's Christmas. What does that have to do with anything? We can do Christmas and look for properties on the 23rd. Right? Can't we? There's people that take trading off on the 23rd. Why? Why would you be done? Why? I don't understand. Well, then we get past the New Year's, we got Valentine's Day. I got to get her something. Gee, I can't do the flower thing this year. I got to probably get a bracelet or what can we do? I got to get my girl something, man. I got to go big. All right. Well, we get past that when we got April. It's Easter, man. We got to do shit with Easter. It's Easter, man. So I'll probably wait till the summer. We'll do it in the summer. I'm going to get hot on that shit in the summer. Well, after we do Cancun, let's do that first. And then after that, we're going to get on this. After that, we're going to get on this. And then that'll work. Don't do that, man. Don't do that this year. Like, start tomorrow, man. Get on that shit now, immediately. No more bullshit. Starting tomorrow, you're a great trader. You know exactly what you're doing. You got control. Your shit's not killing you. You are where you are. You own what you own. You have what you have right now. And it is the price that it is right now. So starting Monday, it is what it is. It's not, don't think back 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That shit's over. You have what you have right now. If you wouldn't buy it today, then fucking sell it on Monday. If you wouldn't own that stock on Monday, if you didn't own it, and you wouldn't buy it again, then sell the shit. Get your life straight. Get your trading straight. Some of you, the best thing you could do on Monday is sell every shitty stock that you own. And you send them to me. I've never even seen these tickers. What the fuck is this? And it's a 25 penny stocks. Sell all that shit. That could be the best thing for you, man. If you don't know these companies and you don't have any conviction about them, you don't know what they sell, how much money they made, you don't know anything about them, you haven't stayed up reading about them, you don't know what state they're in, you don't know what, sell that shit and buy something that you can have conviction in, that you can own, that you're like, good, take it down. I'd love to have Tesla at $50, says everybody now, but not when it was $50. Everybody's tough in the look back. Everybody knows what the government should do with its money. They just don't know what to do with their money. Everybody's got an opinion of what Biden should spend money on. They just don't know what the fuck to spend their money on. Right? Huh. First one you should get is all of them. Stop being greedy. You should buy all my books. Some of you guys have one book. Oh, I just got one. Why don't you buy two? One you could write in. One you could just save. So when I'm dead and famous, you'd be like, I traded with that guy. I know that guy. That guy taught like 20,000 people to trade, man. No shit. I met that dude one time. Nick's on here. He can say that. He met me in New York. How about that? A lot of people over here met me in New Orleans. I could change your life. I have no doubt. Most of you are fucking broke. And it's not because you're not smart. You're plenty smart. You have everything you need inside of you. You just ain't had the right voice, the right in your ear telling you this shit. That's not everyone. I realize that. But that is someone. And I'm not looking for everyone. I'm just looking for someone. That's it, man. You guys be good. Hey, if you want to stay on, I'll look at some of your stocks in just a minute. Yes. Let's see. Who's on? Somebody said V. We'll run through a couple of these. If you got a good one, give me a good one. Don't give me a terrible one, man. Don't give us the one we all know about. Come on, man. Somebody give us something good. Now, Visa, I think you should keep an eye on. Visa's got the same problem PayPal has, man, which is no problem at all. That's the problem. People are just being stupid. Visa and PayPal should definitely be watching to add and buy and hold and keep those and swing trades those. Look at this. Has it ever been to 225 before? Yeah. Has it ever been to 250? Yeah. Keep an eye on Visa. Space. We all know about space. I'm in it. It's a shitty place to be. It's probably going to keep going down. It's going to go to $15. I would not do much. I wouldn't do anything with space right now. Riot. Come on, man. Really, Riot. Stage 2, it's still going up, bro. That was your target. So what's our target? Stage 2 breakout, right? Where do we sell first? Where it's been before, bam, right on the money. Should have sold some. On that day when it pushed up, that tagged the RSI, you should have sold some more. You should have been down to half, 60 maybe percent. Down it goes. What do? Hold it. That's not a cross. That big move, you hold that. Don't sell that. When it goes from way up here to way down there that fast, don't sell that. The moving averages haven't crossed. It's going to bounce off. There's plenty of support here. So stay long about half of that. That's where I would be in that. Maybe 60%. Let's see. We don't need to go over DraftKings. DraftKings is not a buy here. Do not buy it. Just wait. Don't buy red days, man. Buy boxes. What's a box? Right there. Clearly a box. Stops going up, starts to go sideways. Clearly a box. Stops going down, starts to go sideways. Clearly a box. If you don't understand what I'm saying, get my course. It's $40. Going to save you a lot of fucking problems in life. Let's see. I need to copy Chris with his friends on Instagram. And that way maybe I don't have to talk to as many people every day asking me the same question over and over. Let's see. What was that? Solo looks like shit. Yeah, I need to copy him with that friends thing. But damn, I do podcasts on it. People still aren't buying it, so I don't know what else to do, man. I'm just come to your house and knock on the door. What does anybody eat? We don't need to look. You guys would. One thing I know about Cardano owners, you guys are some weak ass hands, bro. Bunch of pussies. Let me just say it. I just said it. All you guys that own Cardano and cry about it, you guys are pathetic. Stop talking to me. Fucking whining like Jesus. Like, stop it. You know how much this has gone up in a year? You know how much Cardano's gone up in a year? And the whining that I've heard from people. Holy fuck, dude. This thing is gone. Let's back this up 1 year so we can get perspective, my crypto friends. Fucking, it's stupid, dude. Look, it went from 20 cents to, let's see, $3. You greedy bastards. I hope it goes to 0 and you lose all your money. Everyone that complains about Cardano, I hope you lose all your money and it goes to 0. Greedy bastards. You should be using this to add to it. But seriously, hope you guys lose all your money in it. Fucking, it's so greedy, man. Fuck planet are you guys from, dude? It's gone up 1,000%. In like a year, 1,000. And people are like, oh, look at this. It's barely moved in 3 months. And in crypto time, you'd act like this was fucking like they'd been just waddling through the desert. Oh, we're dying. It's barely moved. Fuck, dude. Stop asking me about Cardano. Seriously. It drives me crazy, man. The lack of perspective and vision and big pictures. It's like, dude, I have people that start trading with me and they've been in the market 4 months. And then the market does a little pullback. Well, goddamn, it only goes up so much, right? So they may be up like 10, 15%. Oh, Gerald, I love you. Everything is great. You're awesome. And then all of a sudden the market pulls back. Now they've been in the market 4 months and they're in a panic. It drives me crazy, man. Drives me crazy. So that's my answer on Cardano. I hope you guys all lose your money. Because I'm going to buy more. And then we'll be, that's how it goes. Let's see. Solana. Of course, Solana. Solana is probably one of the best ones out there. I would be buying this. I would be buying this. I like this one, though. Hope I wasn't unclear on Cardano. Now we're off into crypto. All the cryptos are going up, guys. Bitcoin's the stage one. I started buying Bitcoin today. BTC, USD. Oh, no, it's not. Things have changed. Look at that. Bitcoin's going down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are back into stage 4 decline mode, man. What happened? Look at that. And just like that, down it goes. So we'll see if this holds. If it doesn't, oof, that's a lot of down right there, man. Shit. What happened, man? What happened? Yeah, I think everybody's calling for 52 range, right? 52. The Cardano crew is so greedy, though. They really are. Crypto traders are the greediest people on planet Earth. Let's see. Strong partners, strong fundamentals, 3D rendering, its context, metaverse. Okay, smarty pants. Let's see. Sava is one that we've been riding the roller coaster, and it's definitely a roller coaster. We first started playing this back here. Nice breakout, pulled back, said don't worry about it. It's holding the stage 1. It held it. And then look, it's held it 3 times now. So we're still in this same trade that has gone up as much as 50% and come all the way back down. So watch this. We first were getting in over here. Not first, but this is when I was putting it on as a swing trade. It ran up. That's a good move. Pulls back, holds it like we thought. So that reconfirms that. Now what? You can add again. There's the breakout again. And then what? Runs up like 50, 60, what was that? 100% almost. And what do? You got to sell some, right? RSI. That's the money flow. You have to sell some. The RSI banged, man. You got to take some of that down. And then what? It just comes all the way back. Crazy, man. So what are we doing now? I have not added, okay? I'm still where I was up here when I took some down. This is not 4 days. The momentum has not gone up. You remember we said you're outside our house and you're waiting. And you're waiting for that to tick the other way. And when it does, opportunity comes a knocking. Stochastics will probably break out too, by the way. Are we just, man, come on. We can't just throw up all growth stocks. Okay, guys, these are all down. These are all shitty. CHGG sucks. Fubu, I haven't looked at that one. For us by others. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like shit. All these stocks look like shit. All these growth stocks. SoFi, it looks great. Let's see. RCII. Has anybody got anything breaking out? RCII. Keep an eye on Walmart as an options play. We're going into Christmas. Walmart. Might not have enough time, though, now that I think about it. I'm already long LMT. I won't brag that I caught the bottom, but I did. Let's see. This is an easy swing trade. We bought right here. Stage 4 decline. Price starts going sideways. Make my move. Histogram's ticking that way, right? Stochastics coming out. 1, 2, 3, right? 4. And then price 5, and then the stage. Boom, 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 boom. That's what we're looking for. So this is still tradable. It's an expensive stock, though. I know you guys don't like this expensive stocks. Any dividend stocks that you're eyeing for an entry? No. Nothing I own is on sale right now. MO, I'm watching MO. That one's just gotten blasted. Cigarette stock. So what else we want to check if we're looking at MO? Check PM, Philip Morris. Their charts should look very similar, and they do. See that? What does that tell me? That tells me everything's okay. It's just the stocks in that sector are moving down. Good. So my new book is Chaos. Hold on. In the new book, we're talking about this, about when these dividend stocks fall under this 200-day is when I really get excited about them. Obviously, we need to research. We need to see why. I'm sure it has something to do with interest rates and Federal Reserve. Anytime Federal Reserve starts to raise interest rates, you're going to see these high-yielding stocks temporarily sell off. AT&T, it's probably going down. Yep, look at that. Verizon, probably going down. All these high-yield stocks, let's go look. Yep, going down. Why? Because they're about to raise interest rates. Chaos to cash, man, my brain. I think I'm starting to get onset early Alzheimer's. I'll be in there. Give me my book. Where's my book? Dude, all of these. Verizon looks good, but not yet. Watch it. Wait for the bottom. Look at Dow, 5%er. Where's Dow? This is a 5% dividend yield stock. Looks like a buy here, actually. He said, don't manifest that. That might be a good way to go, man. You just forget all the bad things. Let's see. Walgreens, WBA. Yep, Walgreens too. Wow, dude, bunches of them. Bunches and bunches and bunches. We don't need to look at Band, and all those look terrible, man. All those look terrible. All the growth stocks look terrible. Southern, Jesus is Lord. True Soul just said. All right, sir. We're in the money flow service right now, though. Woo, Southern's breaking out. So a lot of you guys know I am long the utility stocks, which is the XLU. This is my second largest trade right now. But I'm using the UTSL. So right there. My target is $36. GP, look at Sid. My man Michael says, look at Sid. I was going to call you on the phone today, Mike. I've been building porches. Oh, I did use Sid. Although that's a cool ticker. I was going to call you, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Let's see. Oof, damn, bro. This is like this is an award winner for the strongest downtrend. Holy Jesus. All right, what is this? This is like a Spanish stock? What is this, man? Johnny said, call me. Angie. Church started an hour and 43 minutes ago. It is on YouTube for replay. Bro, what is this? SID. Isn't SIDS what kids get? Like isn't that SIDS? Like if you have like water on your brain. We're not looking at Lucid, but like all the time. Let's see. WU. You're going to have to let me know why you like that, bro, because this chart looks terrible. Let's see. Oof. Western Union. I won't tell you what my daddy calls Western Union. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Western Union's been pretty beat up, man. Wow. Same as PayPal, but oh my God, PayPal. Same as Visa, right? All the money lenders, Jesus would be flipping over their carts right now. all the money lenders and senders, and they're all moving, huh? All right, so Western Union, I'm going to assume the rest of them are. I think crypto killed W. Very well. It's a steel producer, I'm being told. Okay. So I am long the steel trade, right? We got X. Not looking good. But man, look at this pattern. Man, it played it well. Steel producer from Brazil. All right, I figured it was some Brazil. Next thing, you guys are going to be having me look at Vail. I get asked that all the time. What do you think of Vail? I think Vail sucks, and it's always sucked. It's a Brazilian company that's piss poor managed. $22, hopefully, on new core steel. So this trade's still alive. We don't need to look at Square. On X, don't let X confuse you. XRP by the pump. All right, sir. Now I got to kill you. You just came in. Why did you do this, man? How do I delete? There we go. Sorry, I had to stop that guy. I kicked him out. So much precious time wasted on dumb shit like that. AVGR. I got a feeling AVGR. Oh, brother, I feel like this is a biotech, huh? 73 cents. I don't know, man. Nobody's wowed me yet. Come on, man. I'm looking for the wild chart. Somebody's got to have the wild chart. So far, it's me. So far, I'm the only one who's picked a good chart. Like this. I do like Fate. This is a ARK fund, I think. ARK stock as well, I believe. Sorry, got sidetracked reading. mRNA. Do we really need to cover that one, man? mRNA. Moderna. This is stage 1. Second round, too, though, man. Yeah, Budweiser. Budweiser's always teasing us. Kathy Woods does have a little bit longer time frame than a lot of us. I like Zynga, but Zynga keeps going down. I've been accumulating Zynga. Now, if I do a podcast on it, you know what that means, right? We talked about this with Engine Coin. It went up 100% after my podcast about it. So let's see. Oh, Dust. We're not doing Dust, man. What's up with Dust? This is the 2 times bear. He's trying to play the short side. So one way you can short, I'm sure most of you know this, is you buy the inverse to that thing. So this Dust is the 2 times inverse to gold. So when gold or gold mining stocks go down, this goes up. So it's a way to short or hedge yourself. Let's see. Yep, that's about it. Nobody's got any good stocks. Now this is not really a stock, sir, but it is a trading instrument for sure. All right, CEI. Camber Energy, it's a penny stock. It was one time $5. It's come all the way back to previous low. See that? Stopped, and now it's trying to break out again. This is a $1 stock. Is this an energy stock, sir? $1.21 CEI. Domo. Now let's look at that. I'm gonna check that stock out. I like that chart right there, sir. You may have won best chart of the night. Oh, Come on, clarity. Where are we going with this, man? Man, I watched a Sam Kinison documentary last night with his brother telling the story. Man, I'm sure you've watched it, bro, but his comedic rise was so fast. So fast. It's crazy. GP, whoa, what happened? GP, could you buy a new house with RBLX? Whoa. Yeah, I heard you put out an options call on this, huh? Could have texted me and let me know. I think you did tell me about this, though, to be honest, Michael. I think you mentioned this to me last time we talked, actually. I think you did, bro. I think this is one of them you mentioned to me. That always sucks. Someone tells you about something, you go look at it, and you're like, man, I should do something with that. And then you get sidetracked and you don't, and it goes up like $50. They're going to blow out earnings, huh? Yeah, that's a stage 1 box for sure. You did. Yeah, you did. See, I was on the phone. He gives me the stock. I don't go do my part. I ignore the money flow. Spirit could have been God knocking on the door. Gerald, you need to look at it. And I didn't. I didn't follow through. Look at that. That's a 100%er. All right, DWAC. Now, that chart is just bragging, though. Let's don't do any bragging charts. We're only going to let Mike do that. Nobody else gets to do the bragging charts. Digital World Acquisition Corporation, DWAC. What a name. DWAC. DWAC. I know what a lot of you are thinking, too. Perverts. All of you are perverts. Let's see. It's embarrassing. Can't even do a service without perverts. Let's see. MAR, Marriott Hotels. All right. Now, if I was going to be, one of the things that I do, let's say someone showed me MAR, Marriott, and I'm looking at it. It's not on sale. It's not pulled back. This could be a stage 1 if this holds and then it runs again. There's not a real big discount. As long as look, 20, 10, 5, price is below that. These are all pointing down. This stock is going lower. The only reason I might question that and then start to call this a stage 1 is if this thing is really undervalued and the stock market itself is, moving up. But if the stock market itself is overpriced, I'm going to be a little, I don't know. I don't know if I would take that as a new swing trade, and I definitely probably wouldn't add to my position there. I might wait on that. I mean, you could jump in it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Now, Intel is on my list. Now, finally, we got a smart lady in the house. Intel. INTC. It'd help if I could. It's on my list. Not a good chart. Uber or Lyft? Come on, man. Why are you going to make me choose? Why not 50 of each? Half and half. A little bit of each. If I have to choose, I own more Uber than I do Lyft, but I own Lyft too. I don't like that choice. I would like to own both places. I'm greedy. I have more Uber than I do Lyft, though, if that gives you my opinion. But I do like Lyft. AMD, this is another braggart chart. All right, good for you, sir. It's gone up. Congratulations. TDOC, another disappointing growth stock. These are probably going to look like shit, as they do. They all look like shit. That's just where we're at right now. All these growth stocks are going down. There's nothing we can do about them. Them Delta miles connect to my Lyft. I did not know that, sir. Check out Delta. I like Delta here. You see what I see. Coming into support. We need to see it hold. And what you're looking for on Delta is what you saw on the last little run up. Look. See it? When price builds the box, breaks out above the 5. That's what we want to see over here. Where's our target? Just like here, if you're swing trading it, doing options, all my crazy options people, if you're doing that, that would be your target. But it's a little early yet. We got to let it build. Has it stopped here before? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So what you're seeing there is the money flow. So as a short-term trader, I would write down Delta. And I like Delta if I'm doing options because it's low priced. It's only $39. That's the sweet spot for options, 39 to 40, right? In that range. So but I got to make sure this holds. And so I need that box, I need some days sideways, and then I need it to get above that 5, man. Let's see. Sorry, I got back into talking. Good night, David. Let's see. Zone, Grief. That's it, man. PayPal, Lemonade, those are names, sir, not tickers. The ticker would be PYPL and then LMND. Yeah, Delta could be a good options play. I would like to say that Walmart is setting up as a good options play. It's a low risk one. But I'd rather own the shares, honestly. I think keep an eye on Zynga. That company is way underpriced. I do like Fate here. PayPal, Visa, those are obvious. Just let them set up. Still too early on DraftKings. Man, there's a lot of good plays right now. MO, dude, we got dividend stocks on sale. We got growth stock. You could be building a nice portfolio. You could add some PayPal, some Visa, throw in some little bit of Zynga as an options trade that never expires. We could add some dividends with MO and Verizon. Those are set up good right now, or close to. Dow is set up good right now. Amgen, AMGN. There's 5 dividend stocks all paying north of 4%. Dow pays 5%. Amgen pays 4%. What else? Verizon pays 5%. MO pays 6%, I believe. So there's 5 stocks paying 5. I mean, they're everywhere, man. Opportunity is everywhere. You guys be good, man. Appreciate you. If you don't have my ebook, hit my bio link, and you don't have to die broke. Is free as always. And, money flows very inexpensive. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.